Hello everybody and welcome back to the Better Call Sukan podcast with Arief and Khal. Hello everybody, my name is Arief 𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙃, your host for today, and with my partner here, another host as well, a very talented, handsome boy. What's your name, boy?
I am Khal.
Hello,
of
Khal.
Arief and Khal.
Of Arief and Khal punya podcast of Better Call Sukan. Hari ni, Khal, kita ada meja dekat depan kita. Kepada the listeners yang tengah dengar in audio platforms, tak boleh nampak. So you can check it out on YouTube. Sebab I think hari ni kalau you can dengar, kalau siapa yang dekat dalam train ke, tengah drive, tengah memasak ke, tengah getting ready to nak lari ke apa ke, tengah dengar this, I macam kenapa dia orang bawa meja kali ni? Sebab sports hari ni dia ada gear. Gear dia bukan lain macam lah, bukan kecil-kecil lah. Ada a few types of gear. And saya sebagai seorang yang suka sukan, tak pernah nampak gear ni. And I am really excited to know about this. So Khal, sebenarnya apa sukan kita pada hari ni?
Finswimming.
Finswimming.
So let's just go right to it.
Yes.
Alright. Welcome to the show, Mr. Ravi, President of the Malaysian Finswimming Association.
Yes. President of the Malaysian Finswimming. Finswimming.
That's right.
Finswimming.
So dekat tepi dia, dekat depan ni is types of fin lah. So nanti kita akan tanya fin apa, dan tu fin apa. Ada banyak-banyak jenis fin. Before we go to Finswimming, we just want to know more about you a bit. How do you started loving sports? Yeah, and what sports were you in? Finswimming ke or before? Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So myself, since young, I'm a very active person.
Okay.
I play a lot of sports.
Sukan semua lah.
Yeah, semua sukan lah.
Alright, yes.
Whatever there's in my school, because I'm from St. Paul, Seremban.
So okay.
Whatever sports there was there in the school, I just go and play it.
Okay.
So can consider like I'm a jack of all trade lah.
Okay.
Specifically on certain sport, I never really picked up any specific sport.
Not even swimming?
Not even swimming. Actually, swimming, I self-learned, self-taught.
Self-taught?
Yeah, it's a self-taught.
Okay.
I didn't go formal education for swimming.
Okay.
What I was very focused in my younger days was badminton and hockey. Because that's the common games at the time. You don't hear much of swimming also at that time. Everything is like football, hockey, badminton. These the core sports lah.
Yes. Yang popular.
Yang popular, yeah.
Yes.
And being from a Lasallian school from Seremban, hockey was our top in my school especially. So I was going on that all the way, and badminton also. But of course, coming from the background of the Indian background.
Okay.
My father, along the way when we were already moving into hockey, like going aggressively into hockey, my father said, okay, that's enough. Education first, forget about the sport, stop the sport. So I stopped the sport, focused on academics. And then years later on, my passion is actually in sport. So I got myself involved in all kind of sports. Like later on came up futsal and all that. So I was just playing with that. And then my buddy, my best friend, he started pursuing me and telling, let's go for scuba diving, So I stepped into scuba diving pula. Then went inside scuba diving, and before I know it, one thing led to another. I was already a PADI scuba instructor. Certified PADI scuba instructor lah. And then when I started I'm from Seremban. So when I want to start this scuba diving in Seremban, it's not something common in Seremban. Okay, so everyone's
you were
like
PADI diver punya instructor in Seremban.
At that time.
At that time, my hometown is Seremban.
Okay.
So I'm based in Seremban, and I try to do scuba diving for the Seremban community. But scuba diving was not like so popular in Seremban.
Okay.
Seremban is like a small town that time. So everyone is like, if you talk about scuba diving, KL side and all that, okay lah. Seremban side tak pernah dengar pun scuba diving.
Okay,
So
yes.
we can count the number of people, scuba diving in Seremban. So then we had a pool where we wanted to do scuba diving,
Scuba.
but no people. So then we said, okay, since I'm a swim coach, accredited swim coach with MSN as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought okay, why not we just start swimming pula? Because some of these people who come for scuba diving, they don't know how to swim. They want to do scuba diving, but then they are like, hey, I tak tahu swimming lah. So how? So I said, okay, I'll teach you swimming, and then we go for scuba diving. And from there we went into swimming. I started focusing on swimming because I realized that in Seremban I need to get more people to swim before I can bring them to scuba diving. And then year by year, the scuba diving thought has just gone. Suddenly there's like too many people we are doing swimming pula. And that's where we come into this the sport of Finswimming and all that, because after some time I realized the batch of students, when they come for swimming, lepas tu bukan semua yang akan pergi ke kompetitif. Yeah, we are under the impression that we go for swimming, everyone wants to go for competition, but that's not the fact. There are some, maybe one or two of them goes for competitive. The rest of them just want to take it as a sport, enjoy, relax, recreational kind of activity. So I was thinking what's next? What can they do after this? And that's how we went into this fin swimming and so on, the underwater sport lah. Yeah. So that one was just by sheer coincidence that I was googling up, finding in YouTube and all that, what other sport can we do or introduce to the students kan. So check, find out ada underwater sport, fin swimming. What's this fin swimming? Then we have sport diving, underwater hockey. There's so many stuff actually that our country that we don't know of. Probably because it's not the core sport, no mainstream exposure on it, nothing. So eventually I thought okay, let's just introduce the sport to the students lah. And coincidentally on that time as well, they came out the SEA Games. And in SEA Games, that's the Vietnam SEA Games in 2021.
Okay.
One of the sport that was listed there is the fin swimming. So we were ada fin swimming sini lah. So why not we just go and try to get the fin swimmers together, and we try to go for the SEA Games lah, represent Malaysia.
So basically you're telling us, to me and Khal, audience out there, before you knew about fin swimming, dekat Malaysia tak ada orang buat fin swimming? Ke ada tapi tak tahu?
Okay. Once we already get into the fin swimming, baru I dapat tahu that actually there was a small community, a very small community who was doing fin swimming like a leisure, just for the fun of it. Nothing serious. They don't have a proper body or whatever. They just like you and me, we just say hey, you want to try this one? Put on a fin and let's just try.
Okay.
Nampak macam best. Okay, we do lah. So this is what I got to know in the later stage. But at the very beginning, if you talk about fin swimming or whatever underwater sport, tak ada orang pernah dengar. I mean, I've been in the scuba diving industry for so long.
Still tak dengar.
And also I was a swim coach for so long. And I memang tak pernah dengar about all these sports before.
And you love it till today?
Yeah, today after the journey we have come so far, I think it's pretty exciting because it gives the opportunity to the people, right? Instead of now you see when you talk about swimming has become very saturated to the extent that a lot of people wants to do swimming, and some of them are stuck in the swimming because day in day out they just swim macam kawat kaki lah, hari-hari kawat kaki, tapi tak ada something different. So the different about this is you are still in the aquatic line, so water, you're still swimming and all that, but it's like a branch out, like you have water polo, you have synchronized swimming. So like that, there is some other things like sport diving, fin swimming, free diving. There's a lot. They even have underwater photography, underwater orienteering. These are all called underwater sports. which banyak ada. And then we also have underwater wrestling. So there's
Itu first time.
What?
Macam-macam.
I mean, like, just to say that the reason why we are not surprised, because the first time we were listening, last season we had underwater hockey and we were like, what? So I'm not surprised sebab after listening to underwater hockey punya tu dah ada macam-macam dah. And that's why we have more and more all these really cool sports coming up to us, and so we're like, whoa, this is so cool.
It's actually good to have exposure, in my opinion. I feel that they should have more exposure on sports because in the world they are playing all kind of sports, and I feel that Malaysia is being left far behind in terms of the development of sports. Probably because we are very focused into what sports the core, like we want to do, like, okay, badminton, everyone wants to go for badminton. Football, everyone wants to go for football. And then when you talk about other sports, like, tak ada apa-apa.
No one even knows.
I give you an example. I'm a graduate from UTM Skudai. Okay. So during my time in UTM, we have Coco, right? We have to go and sign up. So not like sekolah lah. Sekolah Coco, they already tell you this is what you're going to play. In the university, you go and register for what you want. So in the morning, early morning, about like 5 something, my friends, they just call me and say like, hey Ravi, you're not coming? I said, coming where? He said, we're going to go and line up. So I said, for what? Line up for what? We want to register for the Coco, the sports. So I said, why do we need to line up? And then he said, no, because we want to go and take football, hockey, all the mainstream sport, badminton. And this one, the quota will finish very fast. So if you don't go and line up, sorry lah, next time lah, baru tengok lah. So I said, why you want to go and play football? I know how to play football. And hockey, I know how to play hockey. And badminton and whatever. Why not we go and try something different that we never get exposure before? And they are like, hey, no, we want to play football. So I said, okay lah, you go and line up morning. I will just get up and go at my time. I went at about 9 something. So the first Coco that I got myself registered with was equine, horse riding.
Okay.
Tak ada orang langsung. It's empty. I just walk there. I say like, can I register? I say, yeah, please register. I said, tak ada orang, okay. And I just sign up for that. And then the second SEM, I signed up for golf. So I learned golf. And today I just play golf for casual, just nothing competitive. But like what I said, I like to learn different sport. Because I feel like, it's not about competitive or what. It's about playing the sport. Tomorrow, like now, just say I meet you guys and then you say like, hey Ravi, come, let's go for football. I say, okay, jom. I'm not expert, but I can join lah. Okay, no problem. This is what I think the community in Malaysia should move towards. Yeah. So that's why I think that the limelight on the sport is not there. Even you go back to schools, right? The schools also, they don't really encourage the different sport.
Different kind of sport, yes.
When I say encourage means what? Like if just say there's a competition on Finswimming, I give you an example. We are having a upcoming competition, championship for Finswimming. We did all our paperwork, submit to the JPN, KPM approve, submit to JPN approve, submit to the school. No need to go so far. Just take my state, Negeri Sembilan. One whole Negeri Sembilan, only 3 or 4 schools yang called me and said that we got information about this Finswimming, what is it, how can we go about it and all that. The rest of them tak ada apa-apa berita.
Because they don't know.
They don't know. And then when I go and ask, because I have friends, children, and ask them like, hey, nobody informed about this competition ke? And then they said, nope, they never even say anything, no announcement, anything. So when I go and meet them in the school, the feedback I get is the teacher says like, apa sukan ni? Tak payahlah. We just focus yang memang kita dah tahu punya.
I see.
So it's not that they don't want to do it. It's just that feel like, why do it? It's not a podium sport. It's not the sport for us to focus on. So like that, the sport in general becomes more like a targeted sport. Yeah.
But it is growing because like you said, you have a Malaysian team sending to play in the SEA Games as well.
Yeah.
Okay, sebelum kita simbang pasal tu, we do appreciate you saying about that, all that. I nak tahu the history sebab kepada yang tengah mendengar dekat audio platforms, when you say Finswimming, dia ingat yang pakai pergi scuba diving tu. Which is the one on the table.
Correct.
Which is macam kasut, tapi you pakai satu macam kasut lah, ada 2 pasang. Kan, you pakai and then you just go and buat your kaki, tendang-tendang your kaki. So that's correct. I think everyone thinks Finswimming is like, personally I thought it was like that. Tapi dia ada different kind of, dia macam, I don't know what is it called, but dia ada different kind of fin yang dia datang as one. So you kena masuk dua-dua kaki you dekat that thing, and then you need to swim. And seperti yang off recording tadi, dia ada banyak kategori sebenarnya. Swimming ni. So later he will explain more. But we from Better Call Sukan and from the audience, the listeners wants to know actually Finswimming ni history dia macam mana.
Before that, I just want to give a description, a delicious description of how it looks to me. Dia macam, you know, when you guys go to like kedai tom yum, and you guys order ikan siakap 3 rasa, you see the fin at the back tu, dia macam tu.
But dia bukan yang kaki macam fin yang dekat scuba diving tu.
Dekat belakang hujung tu,
hujung detail tu memang betul lah, ikan punya fin tu lah.
So lepas ni when you go and order your food, you think of Finswimming.
Betul, siakap 3 rasa.
Betul. So you said just now, or even he gave me his card. He says Formula 1 of swimming. And we did research. Better Call Sukan did research yang memang laju. Dia punya swimming dia bukan guna tangan. Dia macam betul the whole time dalam air je. So how's the history, sejarah of Finswimming ni sebenarnya?
Okay,
duyung ke? Ada mermaid ke?
Maybe they got the idea from a duyung, betul-betul duyung kan? Okay, actually this Finswimming, it was started kat Europe in the 1930s.
1930s,
okay. When they first made the first rubber fin. That one more for their military usage lah.
Like training lah, right?
Yeah, that training. Sebab they all have their military who uses the water and do all their operations and all that kind. So they came up with these fins. And after that, you know, when the war dah tak ada and all that, what to do with all this fin and all that. So they just did like a recreational sport. And eventually it came into a proper sport. Where they played it in the first world games in the 50s, like that. And then from there onward, it started picking up. Countries start coming in, start doing it as a competition and all that. That up to now, we have like about more than 70, almost 80 countries that is playing this sport. And most of them are from the Europe side. Okay, kalau cakap pasal
which country
Asia,
specifically? If
from Europe, the main people who actually play this sport comes from like Ukraine, Russia, Hungary, Germany. All the European side is the where is very strong lah. And in Asia side, we have the powerhouses like Vietnam and China. All these people, Korea, Taiwan, they are all pretty aggressive in that. And when you come down to Southeast Asia side, we have like Indonesia. I didn't even know Indonesia played Finswimming until I got into this sport, you know. And they've been playing it for the last like almost 20 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Indonesia, our neighbor. And then we go our immediate neighbors like Thailand. They've been doing it for almost 10 years plus. And then we have Singapore, who's I think already like 5-6 years they're already doing that.
So kita kira baru sangat lah.
Kita ni baru bayi lah, tengah merangkak. We are still at infant stage, but growing very rapidly.
And what's good is like your are you also with your neighbor countries, with our neighbor countries contacting?
Yes, we are actually because in our Southeast Asia, we are very closely connected with our Finswimming counterparts.
Yes.
And we actually are trying to develop the sport further in Southeast Asia. Like recently, we have even formed the Southeast Asia Underwater Federation. I've been elected as the vice president there. So we are trying to see what we can do to make this sport greater in this region. Yeah. So, but we are very fortunate lah, even though kita just like infant stage, but because we got a lot of the seniors around us, so we start at a better footing because we have a lot of people who can support us, give us the experience, share with us how to do it, what to do and all that. So we are actually very lucky, and people like we have counterparts from Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, without any hesitation. They share, okay, just do this, do like that. And that what I think made our sport in Malaysia for Finswimming grow very fast. Rapidly it's growing. I can share with you, like when we started in 2021, in the hope of going for SEA Games, we called for national selection and all that. Kita dapat like 20, almost 20 people only. Okay, so that's great thing for us, like 20 people came lah, okay, good. And then we started from there, and then once we went to the SEA Games and we came back, it started getting attention a bit, because once you go SEA Games, it's highlighted in the media and all that, so it gets attention. And today we are already at a stage where in our upcoming championship we have like about before that we started our first national championship, Finswimming championship. Masa tu my secretary also was telling me like, hey Ravi, people don't know about this sport. You pergi buat satu championship, Kang tak ada orang datang, you and me only going to look at the kolam, tak ada orang nanti. So I said it's okay lah, it's a gamble. Okay, so I take risks in terms of, in my whole life I take risks, even in the business. My main business, I'm a businessman actually.
Okay.
So in my decision making on a day-to-day basis, I just think like, okay, what's the worst can happen? Just do it. Okay. So for the same, when we wanted to do the first Malaysia Finswimming Championship, I just thought to myself, what's the worst can happen? 5 orang. From my own club, I get 10 people. Okay, from your club, the secretary club, another 10 people. Okay lah, ada 30 orang, jalan sajalah, tak apa. Start somewhere. We got to start somewhere. If we keep sitting and thinking about people will come, you need pick it up and all that, it's not gonna happen. So we said just buat sajalah, okay. Then I get comments, kalau kita buat saja, mungkin budget tak cukup. I said tak apalah, saya keluarkan duit. Buat saja. Kalau betul-betul budget tak cukup, kita keluarkan duit saja. Okay. But at that time, times were very good for us. Because why? The environment of, the political environment also was getting a bit stable. So more emphasis was coming on the sports development and all that. Compared to previously, there's not much things in the sports, but on our time when we wanted to start all this, everything is like, they're giving incentives for sports and all that, so we're like, that's good, this is something good, we can tap on it. And then there was support from MSN, because they said, okay, let's push this Finswimming up. And MSN also gave good support. KBS also, the sports minister, also gave good support and said, it's okay Ravi, go ahead and do it. We will try to support it. And for the first national event that we did, we were supposed to call YB Hanayo to come, and she already have a prior engagement. So YB �12𝙁𝙁𝙇𝙊𝙒 said he will come. He will come and officiate the event lah. So when I came and told to my Majlis Sukan Negeri that we got the VIP to come is YB �12𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁, so he was like, for a sport that people don't even know the Timbalan Menteri is coming. I said, yeah, so that's good support. And then we just went, we got the registration all out. And before we know it, I open up the registration and ada 154 orang daftar. Wow. From different state. So that was shocking for me also, because I actually never expect anything. I was thinking like, most likely my treasurer punya club, my secretary punya club and all that, only
that was the first lah, right?
That was the first. So we were surprised actually. We didn't expect to have 150 over people.
But do they have the gear?
No. So coming to that, what we did as a president of the Malaysia Finswimming, what I thought that how are we going to get people on board if I start telling you that you have to use this gear, that gear, there, everything has to be in accordance with the
Gear
rules
provided
kan?
lah then.
Nanti dia orang akan cakap dua benda. One is either you give me the gear or dia tak akan datang. And these gears are not cheap. I just share with you. Agak-agak berapa this gear all you come to?
Let's go.
You just take a guess. Okay, take the smallest item there lah, the snorkel to. How much you think the snorkel comes to?
I don't know, Khal.
I also don't know.
Okay, that is like about $200
Okay.
for just that one pipe.
Let's just stay there
Just the
first.
pipe.
Yeah, so that's the cheapest among this whole thing here. I already give you a hint already.
Yes.
So moving there, that fin, okay, it's a bifin. Okay, that's going to cost you like $500-600
For one pair.
on pair of that. And then this fin, actually we call it the monofin. This two is the monofin.
Okay, so
It's
now
a
we're
training.
talking. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Continue.
so it is a training fin. That's going to cost you like about almost 1,000, and the competition fin is going to cost you like 3,000-4,000. So when you put it all this, belum cakap pasal the swimsuit lagi. The swimsuit is about 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
So if I put all this, you're expecting like about 6,000-7,000 one person to spend.
Yeah.
Who's gonna come?
Yeah.
Even I won't send my daughter if it was like somebody's organizing the thing and they tell me that you have to pay 6,000 to come. I say tak payah lah, just swim only lah. Just one goggle can jump already. So this is what we're thinking. So what I did, I discussed with our exco and I told them let's loosen the rules. So we came up with a rule and saying that okay, for the first national event, pakai lah apa-apa snorkel, apa-apa fin, I don't care, as long got fin, you just pakai. Those who don't have this fin, use that fin and do the dolphin kick saja. It's okay, no problem. Those who don't have the certified swimsuit, it's okay. Janji ada swimsuit. Jangan datang tak ada swimsuit. Pakai swimsuit, jump in. It's okay, no problem. We relax the rule. The snorkel also, we tell them whatever snorkel you already have, pakai saja. Whether it's a snorkel ke apa, just use it. So to our surprise, we had like 154 people, which was a good start because these 154 people didn't come only from my state, Negeri Sembilan. We had people from Sarawak. We had people from Kedah. We had people from Johor, Melaka, Penang, Pahang. And then we had one group came from UPSI, University Perguruan Sultan Idris.
Oh, okay.
They also came and joined in because I opened it for all. I didn't, even though it's a national event, if you are familiar with the sports, how it goes, I think you are, okay. So you want to go to a national event, you have to be represented from your state.
Yeah.
But for our first Malaysia championship, what I did, I said it's open to everybody. I don't care you coming from the club ke, from the school ke, whatever, you just come lah. And to make it even more appealing to the community, I did a talk with the KPM, Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, and made the events in such a way that they can get PAJSK marks. And that's a big thing. Everybody wants the PAJSK marks. Yeah, you know.
PAJ?
Yeah.
What is that?
PAJSK mark is the extracurricular activities that they carries 10% of your overall marking when you want to go to the universities and all that.
I see.
So everybody in the school, when you come up with any sports championship or competition, not only sports, anything, chess ke, drawing competition
Debate
ke, whatever lah, dia akan tanya ada markah PJSK ke tak? Kalau ada, we come. Kalau tak ada, I know I cannot swim so well, I come there and waste my time for what? So when got markah PJSK, they say like janji ada penyertaan, dapatlah satu incentive. And we did national level kan. So the scoring, kalau you represent school, the marks is lower lah. Kalau daerah, higher bit, then state higher, national is full marks. Terus penuh already. When you get penglibatan, peringkat penyertaan lah, peringkat kebangsaan is a full mark already. So I managed to get that for all the community, and then I tell, okay, I already got all this for you. The platform is there. If you want the marks, please come. That's how we got the 154 people.
How did you convince the Ministry of Education
I spend a lot of time, myself and my secretary, because it's a new sport. I have to go to every level. We went to Majlis Sukan Negeri. Every Majlis Sukan Negeri we go, we tell them what this sport is about. What is Finswimming? How is it played? This, that, we do. And then we go to the next. We go to MSN. Even though we go to Majlis Sukan Negara, we still go to Majlis Sukan Negeri because the information from there somehow doesn't really come to the end part, because MSN is for the state. So the state, they jaga only the state affairs. So when you go back there and you tell them, have you heard of Finswimming? Apa swimming? Finswimming. They only hear the word swimming. The fin word became silent. It's like Finswimming. Oh, swimming. Okay, like that. The fin is not there. So we go and do presentation there. Then I go and do presentation in KPM. I go and do presentation in KPT. So many places. It's just presentation, exploring what Finswimming is about.
Okay, so we've heard that basically what your goal is to make sure Finswimming is noticeable from that part of the side lah. Yeah. So now your goal is to for the audience for today, the listeners today, they want to know about Finswimming. So let's talk about Finswimming and do tell us sebenarnya swimming dia, because we had previous guests for even swimming dia ada banyak categories. Ada backstroke lah, freestyle lah, 50 meter, 400 meter, 200 meter, different ni. How is it for Finswimming? Do you have different kind of categories as well? And sebab there are some Finswimming, Khal, dia I don't know, not Khal, whoever who is listening, dia guna, you said scuba diving, dia ada guna gas juga kan?
Yeah,
so because dia dalam air, so you bernafas through the gas.
That's right.
You swim, the competition, the Olympic tu, you swim, you macam ikan duyung tu, tapi dia ada oxygen breathing gas. So is that a different category? So do explain to the audience out there, and also listeners, and also to me and Khal, we don't know.
So basically when you talk about underwater sports, underwater sports is about doing the sport under the water using all their equipments like scuba tank, using fins, snorkel, and all this. Using in another words, it's like you're using different equipment lah.
Yes.
Okay, so when we talk about Finswimming is one of the underwater sport. Like earlier, I've already mentioned, Finswimming is one of the underwater sports. So for Finswimming specifically, they have a few categories. It's similar. The events are similar to swimming. You have the 50 meter, 100 meter, 400, 200, 400, 800, 1005 and all that. But the discipline is different. So we have the first one, we call it the bifin event.
Bifin,
B-I-F-I-N.
Oh, B-I-F-I-N.
So it's called the bifin event. This event, generally they do what in swimming they call the freestyle event. But because freestyle, actually a lot of people get it mixed up. The freestyle is an event. We don't do freestyle event. We do the bifin event, and we use the front crawl stroke for the bifin. Front crawl. So yang
freestyle lah.
Yang they're doing the freestyle. They so-called, everyone generally says freestyle. It's not the freestyle stroke. It's called the front crawl stroke. So this one, I think there's a misconception among a lot of people in the swimming, especially, that when they say, "Hey, what style do you know?" They say, "I know the freestyle." So actually, it's not
front
the
crawl.
freestyle. It's a front crawl. So the event is a freestyle event. Why they call it freestyle event? Apa-apa stroke you buat jalan. So in that front freestyle event, if just say you are doing the breaststroke pool or whatever, it's fine. It's no problem. So for bifin, that's the event, the bifin event. But you'll be commonly doing the front crawl swim, which is the front crawl lah. Where people commonly refer it to freestyle. So that is bifin. You'll be using the snorkel, which what Khal is holding. You'll be using this frontal snorkel, and then that bifin, the two fins, you the flipper, you have to use that lah. So this is the bifin event. Okay.
So dia memang
pegang
like dia tutup your mata lah.
No, that one you go to your forehead.
Oh, forehead.
And then the mouthpiece goes into your mouth, and then you are all the way just in the water, breathing and going on.
So basically benda ni kena, okay, I don't know kalau camera Rai can look at us. So basically this one you letak dekat kepala.
Yeah.
And then you ni air lah, permukaan air, permukaan air, the water ni.
Correct.
So you swim, and then this one dekat kaki.
Correct. That's right.
That way.
This way. Oh ya, sebab kita kaki kat tengok bawah kan. Oh, so it's like this lah.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. This is so interesting.
Yeah, actually.
So this is specifically for Finswimming ke apa? Dia punya snorkel, because I've never seen this type of snorkeling.
This snorkel is called a frontal snorkel.
Okay.
It's not specifically for Finswimming. It's just a frontal snorkel.
I see.
Okay, what is the difference is dia punya length. Our IF, which is the International Federation, is called SEMAS, the World Underwater Federation. They have given a specific requirement that the snorkel cannot be more longer than 48 cm. So as long as the snorkel is within the 48 cm, you can use any snorkel, no problem. Cuma people prefer using this kind of snorkel because the speed you're going. Why they have a head strap, the metal bar here? Because when the speed you're going, if you use the normal snorkel, it's going to vibrate. It's going to cause a lot of drag. Yeah, so the speed is going to get disrupted, which is why they go for this. They memang pegang like that, and then you have to speed lah. That's the special about that snorkel.
So that is the bifin.
The bifin event. Yeah. So the next event we have is called the surface event. So when we say surface, it means we are going to swim on the surface. Sama serupa like the bifin. Only thing is the fin is changed to the monofin.
Monofin.
Yeah, this is called the monofin.
So ni nama dia bifin.
Ini bifin because bifin kan two fin. Monofin mono, so one fin. Yeah.
Bifin dua bi, so kaki boleh naik macam tendang.
Correct.
Left right.
Correct. It's called the flutter kick lah. Kita buat the flutter kick pap macam tu. The monofin, you do the monofin. Okay, this is the competition fin. Yep.
Okay. So kepada Rai can check it out. So this is you letak your kaki ni letak macam ni ke? Your kaki kat belakang?
Yeah, kat sini. You move it inside here.
So your leg masuk like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And believe me, it's not easy to put this on.
Yeah, I can see.
It's not easy. Dia nampak macam boleh pakai kasut, okay, no problem.
So monofin ni a different category lah.
Yeah, different category. So it's under surface event. You're going to use the monofin, and once you put the monofin on, the snorkel is still the same. Snorkel juga, everything is the same. Just that when you use the monofin, dia kena guna the undulating movement macam duyung. They use because already stuck both your legs kan.
So your leg
no
is
choice.
locked.
You cannot do flutter kick. You have to do the dolphin.
Dia tak boleh kiri kanan. Dia kena sama-sama naik turun.
Naik turun sama-sama. And because dia guna fin yang besar begini kan, the blade is very big and all that. When you push down, the power that comes from the fin is going to propel you forward. That is where the speed comes from.
The F1 of swimming.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are looking at what the world record is like for apnea. It's like 13 seconds, 50 meter.
Oh wow.
It's super fast. So that is why it's dubbed the F1 of swimming.
So that is surface with monofin.
With monofin.
So monofin pun ada
monofin dia ada dua. One is the surface. The second one, like what just now I told you, is the apnea. So for apnea, dia tak akan pakai snorkel. Dia tak ada snorkel, but still wearing the fin.
And the monofin?
The monofin is still there, but without the snorkel. So that one is all the way under, submerged in the water, all the way 50 meters.
Tapi dia ada gas?
Tak ada. That one is not gas one. That's apnea, no gas. The 50 meter, you just go all the way until the end. Kalau you run out of air or what, in the middle and you come up, it's a DQ lah. It's gone.
Oh!
So you have to really go all the way. 50 meters all the way.
Tarik nafas.
So siapa yang suka tahan nafas one, this one will be very good. Like you have to have a good lungs for it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the fourth discipline yang kita ada, also using the monofin. And like what just now you mentioned, dia akan pakai the gas, the compressed air.
Compressed air.
Yeah,
Dia
it's
bukan
a compressed
gas
air,
lah.
not gas.
Okay.
So we have someone come and ask me like, hey, if it's gas, can we just take the tong gas and go in? Tak boleh. This is compressed air. Okay, so you're going to use the compressed air. The compressed air is the same air that you use in scuba diving.
Yes.
Okay, so it's the same. Only thing, the tank becoming small lah. And then they have the regulator yang kita letak kat our mouth. And we breathe through it.
Yeah.
And we do same like the apnea under the water. Cuma now the skill comes about how you manage that air. Okay,
Sebab
so
tak banyak.
Sebab you want to take the smaller tank. Okay, our idea is kalau kita ambil the tank macam scuba tank, the big one kan,
berat.
Kita nak jalan berat.
Yelah, yang letak kat belakang tu.
Yang letak kat belakang. So you want to hold it in the front, it's going to drop forward. You cannot move forward. So people want to take the smaller tank. But when they take the smaller tank, now we have limit pula how much of air we have. So if you think that, okay, I just take this small tank because I want to be fast, but the air you kena conserve lah. You kena main betul-betul lah. You have to plan it. There are instances even in the world games that people pergi halfway, they're coming back, return back for 100 meter ke 400 meter like that. The air is not enough, they choke, come out.
Naik, disqualified.
DQ lah. Come out only, terus DQ.
Wow.
How many meters?
For which one? For kalau apnea is a 50 meter.
Okay.
Kalau you are using the air, you can do 100, 200,
okay.
400 also they have.
So apnea is kira bawah,
In the water somewhere.
bukan 50 meters je is apnea. So
No.
tak kisah. So dia ada
Tak kisah. Dia bila apnea means breath holding. Down.
apnea maksudnya breath holding.
Yes.
Oh.
So we do that. So this is the four main discipline categories yang ada lah. Then dia punya sub, which I like what you mentioned, some 50 meter ke 100 meter ke whatever. Itu similar like swimming. Similar. And then we use the same column as a swimming.
Okay.
Everything is the same.
So my question to you also. Kalau kita apnea, dah tahu kan apnea apa kan. So if we apnea, kalau surface we swim the crawl, front crawl.
Okay.
Kan? Kalau surface tak kisahlah by fin ke tendang kaki kiri kanan atau tendang together macam ikan tu, macam Little Mermaid tu using a monofin.
Okay.
Both is front crawl.
Okay, for the stroke kan.
For surface, yeah.
Okay, for surface, generally bila pakai bifin ni, dia akan guna the front crawl lah.
Yeah.
When they use the monofin kat surface, you can use front crawl. Dia tak ada rule yang katakan you must use front crawl.
Oh, okay.
You can use front crawl, but people will not use front crawl because that's slow. They will just put their hands all clipping together. We call it shoulder clipping.
Okay.
Dia macam
macam nak,
they will do that, and then all the way they just gerak the lower part of their body.
And they
push,
just move their whole body lah kan.
So from the top, if you see betul-betul macam duyung, dia akan going. So if just say somebody says like, hey, I tak nak buat macam ni lah, I nak buat front crawl, yeah, go ahead, but it's disadvantageous to you lah. The advantage memang shoulder clipping and just
The name of the stroke is shoulder clipping.
when you put your position macam ni, it's a shoulder clipping. Dia clip dia punya shoulder. Dia dah clip macam tu, and then they just go. Yup. So okay, so now you see okay, you got potential. You got potential.
Okay, kepada listeners, kalau tak tahu why dia kata I got potential, because kalau kat YouTube boleh nampak lah, I literally just put my ni, I gerakkan my badan macam duyung. And that's why the president of Finswimming said I can be the next Finswimmer. Anyway, yes, continue.
Okay. So what is the main element about this Finswimming ialah, if you see just now like what you did a very good demo tadi macam tu. If it's swimming, kita using the upper part of our body a lot.
Correct.
We are using the hand more.
Yes.
The leg is just like guiding us.
Yeah.
Okay. But when it comes to fin swimming, the power, the propulsion comes from the fin, the equipment that we use. So the main concentration is from the lower part of your body. Your kaki kena kuat, the thighs, the ankle have to be strong. That's what is going to push you forward. The hand is just like a substitute, secondary thing. That is why kalau you see for the monofin also, the hand is just in front. Yang give the power is from the lower part of the body. Dia kena pandai. Kalau yang suka do a lot of hip movement, gelek-gelek mana, okay, the hip is very flexible.
So siapa suka gelek ni better join Finswimming
ada advantages
ada
lah.
potential lah.
It's advantages lah. Siapa yang suka gelek, the hip is already very good. We can utilize that ability of them for Finswimming.
Okey, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kalau anda semua suka bergelek-gelek dan orang kata tak berfaedah lah korang bergelek-gelek ni, sebenarnya kalau korang power gelek-gelek ni, ada faedah dalam Finswimming. Ada advantage. Ya, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. And also like if like is this like whoever like macam hula hoop tu pun that means it helps lah juga.
It helps because we in our training when we do stretching and all that, kita memang emphasize a lot about the hip. The hip movement, because when you doing the undulating movement, the hip kena betul-betul longgar.
Synchronize.
If it's not, it's just going to be like nothing. It's not going to help at all. The undulating movement can only work when their punya hip is well done lah. Itu yang is very important.
Hips don't lie.
I do feel it's gonna be like, okay, when I swim, I'm not a swimmer lah, tapi kalau I snorkel ke scuba ke apa kan, my kaki will buka macam normal lah, will macam kaki
macam
yang
kata.
Macam kata tu in order for me to terapung, to float.
Correct.
And even to swim. That's how I am normally selalu buat lah. So kalau dengan monofin ni, your kaki dah terlekat dekat situ, macam mana teknik? I'm sure tak ke orang gelabah macam alamak kaki tak boleh gerak.
In the beginning memang akan rasa macam lain lah, sebab kita dah biasa freedom with our leg.
Yes.
And then bila dah put together,
yes,
you feel that your movement is restricted.
Yes.
So kalau katakan like sometimes for those yang baru using this monofin, when they try to press the fin down kan, the fin tak boleh press down because not enough power from their leg.
Yes.
So the fin tu akan gerak left and right, left and right, like that. So they rasa off balance. Bila off balance dia tak boleh mara ke depan, then they become like alamak,
gelabah and semua is underwater and semua.
So it's not that it's not a thing of like, okay, let me just put on the fin and I'm going. Tak ada. Dia kena practice, dia kena training. Even the snorkel also the same. Everyone think like snorkel ni I dah biasa snorkeling, I boleh buat. But the rule in fin swimming ialah dia tak boleh ada perch valve kat bawah. So when they don't have the perch valve kat bawah, when you have water masuk ke dalam snorkel,
habis lah.
And you want to perch, the only way for the water to go is up. Bawah tak ada. So it takes a lot of effort to actually push the water out from the snorkel. So sekadar mata pandang memang nampak macam alah snorkel, just blow the water out lah. But if you go and put it, then you'll know. Even those experienced swimmer yang jarang pakai the snorkel yang tak ada perch valve at the bottom, they also find it difficult. But you can learn it. It takes time.
Perch. Kejap. So basically to the audience yang tengah dengar, dia kata yang tengah tengok ni, kalau snorkeling, I just realised this actually. Kalau snorkeling dia ada benda extra kat bawah.
Yes, correct.
Kalau you go snorkel kat pulau kan, santai-santai tu, dia ada extra lubang kat bawah ni so that air boleh simpan kat sini and then water can
when the water, katakan water termasuk in your snorkel kan,
water termasuk in your snorkel,
if you just perch like just blowing the water out like macam tu, the water have two ways to go. One is kat bawah, one is kat atas.
Ni tak ada. Dia tak ada.
Ni tak ada.
So you kena
yes, you really have to train your lungs and the air to
and confirm memang air ada masuk sebab you tendang.
When you're doing the undulating movement, kalau front crawl like the bifin event tu tak sangat lah. But when you're doing the surface event,
and it's monofin,
undulating kan, every time you're undulating, that snorkel, because they got limit, tak boleh panjang dari 48 cm. So because of that, sometimes your head goes inside the water together with the snorkel. Air masuk lah. And then the jump start, first time you jump, masuk dalam air, that also water already going in the snorkel. And then when you tumble, also water go inside the snorkel.
Oh, bila dah sampai hujung 50 meter, pusing balik
Kalau
kan?
katakan you're doing 100 meter event, so you have to go and make a turn. So if you don't want the water to go inside the snorkel, you just pergi touch the wall and then you come back lah. But itu dah reduce your speed. So what they do, kita biasa pergi buat tumble. Bila tumble, snorkel air dah masuk.
Tumble maksudnya, to the audience, when you sampai hujung, yang macam if you watch the normal swimming punya swimming punya competition, dia sampai one side then dia pusing. Pusing tu, bila you pusing, as kan, your whole body, your kepala memang akan masuk.
Betul.
So confirm punya, bila you pakai snorkeling ni, air tu memang confirm masuk.
Correct. So kalau you ask a swimmer which one they prefer, kalau in terms of more simple, is swimming lah. Sebab swimming, when they swim, their head anytime they want, they just turn, take air, masuk balik. But the fin swimming, no doubt dia laju sebab you tak payah keluar every time, turn your head every time to take breath. You can just breathe through the snorkel. But the tough part is to maintaining no water in the snorkel. Itu yang jadi masalah. So that's where you need to do a lot of training lah. That's why I said, kalau nampak sekadar mata memandang macam tu, nampak macam this one okay lah, just pakai one snorkel, pakai fin, jalan saja. But when you go in and use, then only you know like, alamak, choking, the water cannot go out. You see what happen? You try to perch, tak boleh, and you need to breathe apa. You cannot turn your head like this also to breathe sebab ada snorkel. So ended up you choke lah. So this is what happened.
I'm sure the training course is different because sebab it's a different technique. Correct. And all. So I'm sure orang yang nak betul-betul tahu pasal fin swimming ni must know betul-betul, you have to really teach and coach.
Dia memang kena macam. So what I say is, people ask me, kalau tak tahu swimming, boleh buat fin swimming tak? Boleh, no problem. You can, kalau you tak tahu swimming, you can still do fin swimming. Cuma the asas, if you tak tahu swimming, we will still teach you swimming.
Okay.
And then we transition you to the fin swimming. Like in my academy. Okay. I have a swim academy. Okay. I call it Ocean Raiders Dive Academy.
Ocean Raiders Dive Academy. That is specifically for fin swimming.
Actually no. That was like what I told you in the beginning. I formed that for scuba diving. That's why it's Ocean Raiders Dive Academy.
Okay.
Then ended up I was doing swimming. So I just used the same business name lah. I just pakai tu. And now we have incorporated fin swimming inside this academy. So how we do it is, which is what I'm trying to cakap to all the other coaches around there. Introduce all these kind of things because it gives a variation to your swimmers. What we do is we teach them yang asas. Okay, after asas dah, they know how to swim and all that. I give them one snorkel. I give them one fin. And I don't tell them it's fin swimming. I just tell them it's another skill you want to learn, how to perch the water. Sebab kalau kita dah tahu macam mana nak perch water from the snorkel, you can use it for snorkeling also. You go island hopping, you tak payah rasa panic going for snorkeling. Because most of the island hopping, if you have been to the island trips, people akan cakap, okay, we are going for snorkeling. They bagi you the life vest, they bagi you the snorkel and the mask. Nobody asks you whether are you able to snorkel, do you know how to perch the water. Kalau dia masuk, nobody asks you. They just give you that and say, okay, lompat inside.
Tapi yang penting kena pakai life jacket.
Pakai life jacket. Sebab apa? Kalau air dah masuk, you tak boleh buat apa-apa. At least you know you're floating. But nobody still teach them how to handle the snorkel.
Yeah.
Tak ada orang ajar. So when they get this kind of thing, they come back, they start saying, weh, I tak nak snorkeling lah. It's dangerous lah. Hari tu air masuk, almost choking.
Kalau snorkel air masin lagi lah. And all that,
So in our academy, what we do, we tell them, okay, you just do this. And then I teach them how to perch the water out and all that. So they are actually ready for snorkeling. Dia pergi snorkeling, dia dah tahu kalau air masuk, this is how I need to perch lah. So there's a skill. Not necessarily you must do fin swimming. You can do snorkeling with that. You have the skill on how to perch the water out. From there, maybe some of them will, like I said, will want to do recreational snorkeling saja. Some will want to say like, I nak buat fin swimming. Okay, when you come masa tu, then you already have your foundation. I know need to teach you that time how to perch the snorkel. Tak payah, you already know. Now I just further give you training on other elements, other techniques on the fin swimming.
The word is called purge. Nak keluarkan air tu.
Yeah.
Purge. Okay,
Purge because why? When we purge, it's not blow dia macam macam tu. Purge dia kena betul-betul use energy like poo. If you try to do that, you can feel like your whole lungs have to work so hard to just push the whole air out. Dia tak boleh macam tak ada lain nak keluar. Dia kena betul-betul like baru dia punya the water will go out. So this is what we try to put into the swimming lesson, so that our intention is not like in future they are going to be my fin swimmer. Tak ada. Our intention is give them a skill that they can use anytime.
I see.
It's life-saving as well.
It's also life-saving skill. It's also the when you go like what I said, I want to go and play some game. I know how to play it because I know the game. I'm not an expert, but I know the game. Same when I go for snorkeling, people tell me like, jom pergi snorkeling. Jom pergi snorkeling. Kalau I see a fish down, I dive down. Air masuk kan. Then when I come up, tak payah lah like, air dah masuk, I don't know what to do. Tak payah, I just come up, I just normal macam perch, selamba je, relax. How? Because you already got the knowledge on how to do it. So that is what I think sports should be lah. It's more about imparting the knowledge and the skill. It's not about you come, you train, you must get medal or what. Tak ada. It's about more coming and knowing about it. You can use all that element in your daily life. Like you guys are football fans, right? So when you go and learn about the balancing, dribbling and all that, not necessarily I have to use it only on the game. In my daily life, I'm going, I see some obstacle, I can just move the leg and go.
Uneven
skill.
pavement.
It's skill. That's how it is lah.
On that, just want to ask what the future, what's the next of the future for Finswimming? Okay,
Finswimming. I'm actually very happy to say that even though I started it like something, a passion of finding what we want to give next to the students, what's to move on. But after I went inside the Finswimming and what spurred me to further push it forward is the people, the community. So when I did the first Malaysia Finswimming Championship, and we got a tremendous support, like I said, 154 people who knew nothing about Finswimming. They just took the leap of faith and just like, jom, let's come and try it. And then they were so happy that, number one, dapat markah PHSK. Itu memang top lah. Okay, so dah dapat tu. The second is, they actually found an avenue on, if not swimming, where? Because you can see, like earlier I mentioned, people are swimming for years. 200 people are swimming year after year, but number of people yang going to represent the country or whatever for any championship, maybe 2 orang,
betul,
5 orang, macam tu saja. What happens to the another 100 over people? They are going to still continue training and training with the hope that one day maybe I akan terpilih lah. So what we are doing now is, when there's an avenue, another jalan, like why not I just go into Finswimming? Maybe not the top 10, the top 20, the next 10 to 20 people who's trying so hard training here, come and train on the Finswimming lah. So when you come and train the Finswimming, you got another cabang, because the swimmer akan focus in the swimming.
Yes.
Dia takkan divert, because like I told you, the training for swimming is the upper part of the body, for Finswimming is the lower part of the body, the handling of the fin. So dia kena focus on the Finswimming. So the next best batch, maybe the 10 to the 20 or 30 people, they will come to Finswimming. This indirectly gives more opportunity for the athletes to excel, personal gain. For the country also is very good, because why? Instead of now like going to SEA Games, kita masuk 8 event saja. Ada 23 acara for Finswimming in the masa tu 23. Yalah, I think about 23
acara for Finswimming saja.
Because they have male, female, then 50 meter, 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, 800 meter. Then they got surface, they got bifin, they got apnea. So when you calculate, masa kat Cambodia hari tu, I think we have like about 20 over event, and we participated only in 8 events, because there's no any other athlete that we can actually take and put for this particular long distance and all that. So, but if you ask me, Do you need a swimmer, competitive swimmer to come? Not necessary. Anybody also can come. Cuma yang swimmer tu dia dah ada advantage lah, because they already tune their body for the swimming environment. They just need to do crossover and then train the different part of the body. They can do it. It's advantageous. It's not a must that you must be a competitive swimmer, but if you have that background, it's memang advantageous lah. So that is how you can grow the sport. That is how the country can become a sporting nation.
Multi-sporting nation.
Multi-sporting nation. Bukan macam like, oh, I dah masuk swimming, okay lah, I just swimming. Or I dah masuk hockey, I'm just into hockey. I learn the skill, I can utilize it for other sports. This is how it should be.
I just want to ask, like, contohnya in a sport, football, you paling suka kalau if you're a striker, when you score a goal. Kalau bowling, you paling suka when you baling the ball and then you kena strike. So for Finswimming, your personal, you paling suka adalah, is it the dive in to start the swimming ke, the art of the swimming punya technique ke? Yeah, for you personally.
For me personally, if I see kat Finswimming ni kan, the one that I really love is the undulating movement. That is memang betul-betul skill. And when you see the video or when they are doing the undulating movement, those yang memang buat very nice, you can see their body going in and out macam duyung betul-betul, and the water waves is like making an arrow, you know. Yang pergi ke depan tu because of the fin, and then the hand lurus macam tu kan. So you can see like one arrow shape of the wave of the water, like guiding them going zoom macam tu. That one I really like. I tengok, I selalu tengok ni, I tengok tu je, saying, look at the wave. I never see like, wow, the athlete is going so well. I tengok, wow, the wave tu cantik. This is what I look at in the Finswimming. Even the apnea pun, you cannot really see that because it's in the water. But in the surface, when they're doing the undulating movement, you can see the arrow.
But you personally, if you swim?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I swim, but I don't fin swim.
Oh.
I don't fin swim.
You carry the sport.
Yeah, I carry the sport. I push the sport because, like I told you, when the community came together on the first national event, they were all telling me like, Mr. Ravi, it's good opportunity we have this, because all of us are like thinking like, what are we going to do? We've been swimming and there's no opportunity to even go to talk about national level. Even state pun kita tak boleh nak pergi. But today, that community, like we have a big community of Finswimming that has developed because of this. When they came, it's a small number. And when they came, they said like, they training at school level. They want to get the PHSK marks. They want to move to the next level. Tapi, you see, let's talk about aquatic side lah. Any event, even in Finswimming in future, is going to be like that. Any event is going to say like 2 people participate for one event. Okay. So in that school, I pun nak pergi, tapi tak dapat because there's only 2 people. So when that 2 people go to the state level, for me, I just swim in the school level. So my marker PGSK forever is going to be there only. Tak ada harapan nak pergi ke tempat lain. Whereas when we did this Finswimming and we open it for anyone to come, they were very excited that they can actually now, first time in their life, they get to go to the national level. They can actually go to a national event. So that's a big thing for them.
That's a goal post for them.
Yeah, and then they keep telling me like, please continue doing what you're doing. So I said like, it's not about continue doing what I'm doing. It takes up a lot of time for a new sport, and I have my business to take care of as well. But like I said, when people keep coming and telling me like, oh, now I get an opportunity to do it and all that, I feel a sense of responsibility, like, okay, maybe I'm able to do this, so let me do what I can within my capacity to the time where I cannot do anything anymore. So I just go. So as I keep going, and then what actually makes me keep moving further, one is the support from the grassroots.
Yes.
Like I can tell you, we have a team who came, the one who actually told about they want to push this sport and all that. Today they are having like 100 over people in their Finswimming community.
I see.
Yeah, so we have that kind of growth, and now we have 𝙍𝙃. We have state Finswimming just coming up. 𝙍𝙃 we coming up. We already established Penang Finswimming, Negeri Sembilan Finswimming, Selangor Finswimming, Johor Finswimming, and recently, just last week, we had a meeting for the KL Finswimming to establish. So it's like suddenly it's like growing up, and these things makes me feel like, okay, it's moving, it's going somewhere, it's gaining its momentum. And also when I go and meet the, like just now we say about Kementerian Pendidikan, and I go and meet Majlis Sukan University, they are all very supportive of the thing. I don't know whether they are supportive of that because they want to say like, I say this guy coming and asking bagilah dia buat. Either that or really they are actually supporting. It doesn't really matter to me because
yang penting support lah.
the sport is going up.
Yes.
So that's what I meant. Like I can share with you, nobody expected the Finswimming to grow this much, but it's growing. Like I told you, we got so many state affiliate already. And then we managed to bring the sport into KPM by talking about Marka PHSK and all that. So they're very supportive on that. And then we started having our National Finswimming Championship. And last December, we had our National Age Group Finswimming Championship at Penang.
I see.
So when we went to Penang there and we talk about Finswimming Championship kat situ, we had very good support, and even the mayor there, the Dato' Bandar there, we were really, new sport. I think all the sport have the same fate lah. Duit tak ada. So what we do, we get our support from the Grand Padanan Sukan and all that. That's why I said the current sport environment is pretty good because of all these
I see.
fundings and all that. So we tap on that. But it's not 100% grant. It's a Grand Padanan Sukan is a matching grant. So if and they take 50% of whatever your budget is. So we need to find another 50%. So when we are trying to do all this, we are very fortunate that like in Penang when we had there, the touchpad and all that kena sewa, and then it comes to like about 8,000 plus. And to use that, you need to know the skill lah. We don't even know how to even use that system. So we are like, how to use this system? We don't even know how to use the system. And then the mayor there said, it's okay, Ravi, we will get the people to come and do it for you at our cost.
That's good. That's
So
good.
that guy who came, it cost them about 8,000 plus also. So they gave good support. We were able to run the show. And then from there, it started getting more attention from the Majlis Sukan Negeri and all that. And recently, we did a presentation to Majlis Sukan University Malaysia.
Okay.
And they have generally said that it's pretty good sport. And for the upcoming Sukip, which is going to be held in UUM,
Sukip
Perlis,
stands for
Sukan University Pendidikan Tinggi.
Okay. Yes.
Institute Pendidikan Tinggi. They have give us
Inter-university, right?
inter-university. So they have given us a slot to go and showcase what Finswimming is
That is
about.
good.
Yeah, so they give us a platform and say, okay, Ravi, you go show the university student what Finswimming is about. And we will see whether the university students wants to pick it up, because there is a big international sport which is FISU. FISU is a university games, world university games, where Finswimming is one of the sport.
So can boleh hantar
Yeah,
lah.
so kita boleh hantar wakil. Like this year we wanted to send, tapi tak ada orang, ada 2-3 orang saja. And by the time we want to take the best athlete, we can't even do it, because when I approach all the other university, they are like, apa tu Finswimming apa? So now we have a platform which we are going to utilize it to go and show what Finswimming is about. And we also baru-baru ni I had a meeting with Sarawak Sports Corporation, and also I met the CEO of Sukma yang akan berlangsung this year kat Kuching. I met them and discussed with them about the Finswimming also, to put Finswimming as a demo sport also in Sukma.
Oh, that's really good.
So itu belum dapat confirmation yet, but I hope
we hope the best for
we hope they can give us the slot, because once they give us the slot, Sukma and when it's a good platform for us to show to all the other state what Finswimming is about. So this it's a good thing, and the support is coming in. the progress is going up. So we think like, okay, in a very short span of time, we started in 2021, now it's 2024. Things are moving in the good direction. So that's what keeps me keep going because the support is there, the community is growing, and when you turn back and see okay, we make some difference for them.
The passion of wanting to see the sport grow.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the passion lah.
So it's basically about passion. When people ask me, why are you doing this? So I always say I actually don't know. I've got no idea why I'm doing it.
Yeah, but that's the answer. The passion of seeing the sports grow.
but when I do it, I feel okay, this is making it happen. Okay, let's make it happen.
It's
I
good.
can do it. So I just keep doing it.
And you're
pushing
giving people opportunities as well. It's very good.
that is the main thing that actually keeps me going. Like I told you in the earlier, everyone is finding an alternative, where to go, what to do, and I feel like it's good that we show this, and it's going up. It's going up, and now that is going on its own. We have all the underwater sports yang lain
growing as well.
Like recently, we have already established the sport diving. Sport diving is like scuba diving, but in a competitive environment, using the tank, the BCD and everything, and jumping into the pool and doing a competition for that.
Oh, bukan dive macam pandai lela tu.
Oh, bukan.
Dia guna the scuba tank.
Yeah, it's sport diving is like we put the scuba gear.
Put the scuba gear.
The regulator and everything. And then on the swimming platform juga,
okay,
you jump into the pool. And then you do the event lah. So one of the event is like obstacle course. You have to go through the balancing lah, go through the hoop. And then one more is like you swim until the middle of the pool, take out your BCD, everything, go to the end of the 50 meter, balik lagi, pakai balik the BCD, everything, and come back.
Oh, wow.
Itu pun ada dekat Malaysia?
Yeah, baru start.
Wow.
So that one is my second program lah, which because I'm also the president for the Underwater Sports Federation.
I see.
So the Finswimming, I'm the president.
That's really
the
good.
cabang from the underwater sport. So when I see the Finswimming is already going up, so now I'm putting my attention into the sport diving to push the sport diving up lah.
Okay.
That one.
So a lot of exciting things for the future.
Yes,
really
it is.
wish you for the best, man.
It is. a lot of things, a lot of possibilities, and for our upcoming championship also, we have 300 over people have registered. So it's growing.
Okay, if it's growing, I still don't know also, and some people pun tak tahu. Maybe the Better Call Sukan listeners never knew about this, and now they know.
Yeah.
Okay, listeners and also yang tengok us on the visuals, do share with them kalau contohnya diorang nak join, how to join, and you said there's a community, and also macam contohnya like for a running community, kalau you run, you just need a running shoe. Yeah, so contohnya dia nak join tapi dia tak tahu macam mana, adakah dia kena keluarkan banyak duit ke apa ke. Yeah, just do let them know, and contohnya for social media nak follow siapa ke apa ke.
So okay, for those yang nak know lebih mendalam about Finswimming and all that, what
nak
you
join?
can do, you want to join, you want to try the sport and
Boleh
all that, you can contact our Finswimming committee through the Facebook. We have a Facebook page which is My Finswim.
My Finswim on Facebook.
On Facebook.
I see.
And then we are also on Instagram, Finswimming_Malaysia.
Okay.
You can look us up there, and from there, someone will get in touch with you and channel you to the right places. Because if you are from Kedah and all that, we have the Kedah team who's doing Finswimming there. Then you are from Melaka, we have the Melaka. Then you are from Negeri Sembilan, wherever lah. So once you let us know where you are coming from, we will direct you to the right channel for you to pick up on the spot. And what are the rules, what are the equipments, how do you play it, and that kind of thing lah. You can do that.
Oh, tak adalah macam in order for to join tu, you dah kena beli all this.
Tak payah. So
get the basics,
like I said, to invest in this is not easy. It's like 6,000 to 7,000, maybe 8,000 ringgit you need to invest. So for me, I will say the first thing is you just come and you try the Finswimming. What you do is get a snorkel, 200 lebih snorkel, and get the fin. Tak payah fin yang
mono.
This is a accredited fin by fin ni, and the mono fin. You see they have the logo of SIMAS there. So this one kita guna only when you are using for competition. So for training and all that, just beli the normal fin, apa-apa fin, to get the idea, the basic principle what fin swimming is about. So put on a fin, put on any snorkel, get the technique all right first, and then you feel like, macam bagus ni, I want to proceed. Then you start investing. Jangan come invest everything
Then
lepas
tak
tu
ada
rasa
guna.
macam susahnya, I tak nak lah, tak interested lah and all that. You wasted all your money. You don't need to do that. You just
Learn to
come,
love it first,
just
So
learn,
basically-
just play the sport, understand it. If you feel that you want to propel further, then you invest.
I see.
Otherwise, don't invest.
So
on-
basically ada sedia jugalah. You can go contact and find, you direct the person in the ni will direct you to the right person, and you can sendiri.
Yeah,
And
correct.
that's really good.
We also have a Telegram group and a community, underwater sport community Telegram group. We have a WhatsApp group where we share a lot of information about free diving. That's one of the other underwater sport. And then we have sport diving, we have fin swimming. What are the events that's taking place in the country, outside of the country, international arena, so many things. We actually, just to share with you all, we recently, last year we had a athlete from the para. We have para fin swimming as well.
Para fin swimming. So
Para
how
fin
do
swimming.
you?
Similar like swimming, but they fall under the para category.
Okay.
So they represented Malaysia and went to Italy for the first para fin swimming championship.
Nice.
And believe me, they brought back the gold.
Wow.
These two
Nice.
young girls, they brought back the gold. Sisters, they are both sisters. So they brought back the gold. And this I think October, we are going to have this
24.
open water fin swimming championship as well.
Nice.
Which might planning to be hosted in Penang.
Oh, okay.
So that's like open water swimming, but it's under fin swimming category. So the sport, there's a lot of avenues on this. It's about for the community to actually know about it and then try it, because if you don't try it, you will never know what is this sport all about. And don't worry about, like just now what I told you about, you have to spend 6,000 to 8,000. That one all is if like you're serious, like a scuba diver. You want to scuba dive, you don't need to buy all the gears. You just go and say like, I want to scuba dive, and then they use the rented gears.
Yeah.
And then when you feel like, okay, I need a more better fit of my BCD, then you invest in the BCD. If you feel that you want a better fit of your snorkel, then you invest in the snorkel, and so on lah.
Yes.
Like that, for the fin swimming also, I usually never force people to buy the equipment. Like some sport, when you go and join the clubs and all that, they'll tell, okay, you're joining my club, you must buy my cap, my swimsuit, my whatever and all that. So like in our academy also, I practice the same, my swim academy. And I use that, whatever I do in my academy, I do it for the national also. I tell them, just come, use whatever fin, whatever snorkel. The idea here is not about using the right equipment. It's about learning the skill, the technique. Learn the sport first. Once you like it, you love it, then you invest.
Nice.
This is how it is.
Kalau like in Klang Valley, basically, if just a question, where do you guys do fin swimming?
Klang Valley currently, a very big community of fin swimmers are training in Pandai, Pusat Aquatic 𝙒𝙊𝙍𝙍 in Shah Alam there.
I see.
Yeah, so there's a big community there. That's where we first started our national selection. Everything was there lah.
Okay.
So we have a few coaches there who's full-time teaching fin swimming. So whoever wants to look into that, they can go into Pusat Aquatic 𝙒𝙊𝙍𝙍 there. Yeah, we have Coach Zaki, Coach Mobin. They're all there. So for those in Klang Valley lah, like if you go to Penang, then you have another coach there, Coach Wayne. He's there. And Malacca, we have Coach Azwim, who's doing it there. In Negeri Sembilan, I'm handling the
Of course.
of course. So yeah, so like that, they in every place we have the people. It's just about, you see, like the idea, the notion of coming into fin swimming. It's not well accepted among the swimming fraternity. So it's like some kind of like, hey, you swimming. I fin swimming. Okay. So the fin swimmers are not saying that, but what we are getting, because we are new, right? The swimming fraternity, for some reasons, like fin Finswimming is Finswimming, swimming is swimming.
But your goal is to make sure everyone is together.
My goal is to give them an alternate, shuffling the athletes. What's the point? Like I told you, what's the point? The athletes keep on training here, and they cannot contribute to themselves and to the country. Might as well you come here and use this platform. We are not going to claim you and say like, okay, the moment you came into Finswimming, you are mine. I'm not going to let you go out. We are just saying like, I have a platform here. With your skill, use my platform and go and do what you can do for the country and bring back the medal. The country is happy, the sport is happy, and you are happy. Why not? But what we face in the recent times, I hope that's going to change. That what happens is like, when the swimmer wants to go and give it a try, then there's talks about, oh, if you leave and go and do the Finswimming, don't come back to swimming, this kind of things. So we try not to encourage this kind of thing. Even for Finswimming, all my Finswimmers are not full-time Finswimmers. They're all swimmers. So whenever we have games coming, I already ask them, are you intending to go for this game? If yes, you have to start the training. You can go and do your swimming at all time, and then when you see the Finswimming event is coming, start training for Finswimming. Even in the swimming academy, what they can actually do is, it can be another source of revenue for them actually, if you look at it at a broader perspective in terms of business kan.
Yes.
Because I'm a businessman. So I'm thinking like, okay, in my academy, I have swimming. After swimming, I can say, who wants to do Finswimming? I got another chapter that, okay, you can do Finswimming. Who wants to do water polo? I can do water polo. So it's making a different alternatives, a different segment within my academy, which makes everyone think like, the parent will think like, hey, academy ni bagus lah, ada macam-macam. So you keep your clientele circulating within your ni lah. After, like what I said, they learn to swim, dah belajar 4 stroke. Some of them don't want to do competitive because competitive is like daily training. I want to do something else. Oh, kita tak ada. Okay, gone. Your customer's gone. So if you think in that way, then you can actually generate more income for your club. So the swimming clubs that is around the country also, they should use this platform of the Finswimming that's there and do it for this, for this sport lah, as a source of revenue for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, last question before we go to the final segment. Thank you, Mr. Ravi, for so much knowledge, input, and also like awareness as well for the swimming sport. My last question before we go to the next segment is that, okay, so the sport is growing and so on and so forth. So what are kind of the solid advice that you can give to anyone who really wants to, like, who are curious listening to this one, and like the final kata-kata semangat to like, jom.
Okay, so for those who are really looking into these sports lah, okay, it's not about only Finswimming, but if we talk about Finswimming today, you don't wait, because the opportunity is going. The boat is sailing, You don't wait for it, because look at it this way. When we first started the Finswimming, whoever who were hesitating and thinking like, boleh ke ni? Can we do it? And all that. Today, you miss the boat, because why? Those who took the leap of faith and said like, let's do it. They came in and they did it. They are considered our first national record holders. They are the first ones. So like, you want to say like, you broke siapa punya record pun tak ada. So they are the first one lah. You cipta lah. You are the first one. And it's still new. There's still so many events that we don't have a record yet. Because there's no participant. So don't wait. Come on board. Take like those who came for the SEA Games. Those are the first one who came, and then they get to go to the SEA Games. They might have not even thought in their wildest dream that they're going to go to the SEA Games, and then suddenly like, what? I'm going to the SEA Games, because they take the leap of faith and say like, let's just try it. So kalau kita tak cuba, we will not know. Just like how we did our National Finswimming Championship. I said just buat sajalah. Dapat lah, tak dapat lah. It's okay. We lost. We don't lose our life. We just lose the money. Money can earn back. It's okay. The moment you cannot earn back. When the crowd came there on that day, and then when the event was taking place, there's a sense of achievement that you feel, When I was standing there, and then, our opening ceremony, I made it a point that every opening ceremony in Finswimming, I don't care about the other sport. In Finswimming, we are putting it, make sure the Lagu Negaraku is sung in the beginning for every event, state event, national event. That's my directive lah to the affiliates. So they do that. Then when that is being sung, you can feel like, I never even thought that this thing will make possible, So that feeling, that sense of achievement, if you really want it, you cannot wait. You have to just try it. You just have to come and do it. And when you are doing it, you may not know, you cannot know what is your ability until you do it. And when you do it and then you find like, oh, I actually did it. That sense or that moment is very priceless. You cannot buy with money.
Nice.
This is very important.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan,
Yeah.
Mr. Ravi, President of the Finswimming
Association.
Wow. Alright, let's move to the final segment.
Yes.
We apologize to the guests pula. Also to you and also to the listeners yang tengah dengar, and also to the ones that's watching us for the delay. Sebab actually ada banyak benda yang dia nak cover. And
we appreciate the opportunity that you really want to
thank you for
share it.
full-blown sharing. And sebenarnya tak ada pun yang ada banyak lagi yang dia boleh share.
Correct.
Kita tak even talk about how the SEA Games went. How did the journey? We didn't even speak about that. So like we hope like in the future we have this opportunity again, so that we can share more about maybe after
Correct.
this.
Just that you mentioned about SEA Games, a short note, the last SEA Games in Cambodia,
Yes.
our athlete, we managed to contribute 1 bronze medal to the statistics of Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah, we managed. We never expected it. We went there and it was like, whoa.
That's like
Nice.
I believe that's why something that you do from Better Call Sukan, we really appreciate what you're doing and keep doing it.
Yeah, thanks.
Never stop and make the sports grow, because what we want is more opportunities, alternative, and also love of the sports. Tak kisahlah sports apa, yang penting is fit, healthy, and we just
Fit,
want to grow.
healthy, and I always feel that in Malaysia especially, that the sports, they have to have some sort of objective and direction. In Finswimming, I just would like to share with the listeners also that we are trying our best to do a green sports. Okay, green sport. So I'm a scout actually. Okay, I'm a King Scout myself, and until now I'm still serving my district as an assistant district commissioner. So every time I do some things, my mind is just thinking about how to make it environment friendly, follow the sustainable development goals of the United Nations. This is what always running in my mind. So when we did these national events and all that, one by one we broke the norm of in swimming, any event they usually put the result, they print tampal lot of papers. I told them to cut the whole thing and just send it in Telegram. We don't want to print so much of papers. And then now moving forward, we told everybody, if you go to many sports, not to say anything, but convenience sake, everybody gets the small water bottle, mineral water bottle. That's lots of plastic used there. So, and a lot of people, when they drink the water, they just open, they drink, and then one sip, they put on the side, they meet their friend, they go that side, they take another water bottle.
Yes.
So, total waste on that. So, what we did in this next events I have already made it a very strict point that all athletes, team managers, coaches, all bring your own water bottle. We are not going to provide any mineral water bottle, nothing. We reduce where we can. This is what we are moving as a green sport in our sport. I can't do this for the other sport, but I encourage the other sport to do it as well. We can do it in our sport because that's what I'm leading. I'm pushing them. So we go in that direction for the time being.
That's good.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright, let's go to the final
Quick fire?
Alright. So Mr. Ravi, which athlete,
International, local athlete do you like? Your favorite?
Tak kisahlah local or athlete or international athlete, tak kisah in Finswimming or any type of athlete. Siapa?
Oh wow. Okay. long time back. Okay, I was very into football.
Yes.
I'm a Manchester United fan.
Okay.
Okay, and I always adored Ryan Giggs. Okay,
I
so that's my time lah.
Coach as well ke?
Okay, so I was into that. all the time, but along the years, as I got married, have family and all that, my time in the sports, watching sports and all that has just gone off and all. And then when I start coming into this swimming and all this, I actually didn't have any particular. I mean, I don't know whether you are surprised or not. I don't actually have anyone who I really really want to see in the swimming or aquatic. But I think if I do spend my time watching Lee Chong Wei and Dato' Lee and Dato' Nicole also. I spend my time watching these two. Yeah, because I love this kind of sport actually. For me, it's like, Finswimming and all that. Even though I'm pushing for the sport, I'm doing it because of my passion. But if you ask me, I love team sports, which you can plan the technical, like football. I love to see the football because, it's like how they send the ball. It involves a lot of thinking and all that. So when it comes to like squash and badminton, this is something that I have played before. And I know it's not as easy as just hitting the shuttle there.
Yeah.
It's like planning where you want to shoot it, when you want to shoot it, how hard you want to do it. This involves a lot of technicality. Whereas like swimming and all that, it's more like if you're the fastest, you're the fastest. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, so these two people, I really look at them.
Alright. Kalau coach Sir Alex, is it?
Alex Ferguson, yeah. He's all-time the best lah.
Next question is it's a two-pronged question. Number one is, what if it wasn't swimming?
Finswimming.
Swimming, scuba diving,
Oh
semua
yeah,
dia. Water, aquatics, apa semua ni kan. What sport would you be in? And follow-up question is, what sport do you want to learn? And also, who do you want us to bring for future episodes of Better Call Sukan?
Okay, if it's not
aquatics,
if it's not aquatic, I told you, I like
hockey,
team kind of sport. Yeah, you're right. I would go for hockey.
Nice.
Because that's actually since young I love to play the hockey. Yeah. It's more team sport and I like it. So that would have been that. And in terms of looking at different sports that Better Call should bring in, there's actually a lot of sports. No need to go so far. Within the underwater sports itself, like I was sharing with you earlier, we have the sport diving. You can have one whole segment of sport diving in that. Even free diving. There's free diving and underwater sport. So yeah, if we can bring this kind of sports in, it'll be very useful beneficial for our country, because particularly sports diving.
Yes.
Because we have a big community of scuba divers in Malaysia, and we have the haven of scuba diving sites here like Sipadan and all that. So now we have the scuba diving people who scuba dive for recreational, and other than this they don't do anything. Other days they just like, okay, when's the next trip? That if we can tell them that there is actually a sport diving sport which relates with your scuba diving, I believe they will put good use to all their equipment, which is just lying down there, and start training every day and going for the competition.
I did not know actually scuba diving. I thought it's just recreational.
Yeah, it's recreational. So you put that skill that you learn, like air sharing. That's one of the event in the sport diving, which is like you air share and you go together, see who reaches the first.
Oh.
Wow. So the scuba divers can say like, okay, apart from going for the recreational dives, that's going to cost you quite some burn your pocket lah. We say that you can do it in the pool. Use the time, train, physical fitness, using still what you like, scuba diving. So these are something that I think if Better Call can bring sport diving in, it'll be good. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any quotes or saying that you keep in you?
For me, okay, I always profess this. I just tell people, when you do something, either you go all out or you don't do it at all. Yeah, okay, because like for me, if I decide I want to do it, I will keep pushing until I know that tak boleh buat apa-apa already. Okay, then only I stop. I don't give myself like, I tried, but then never mind lah. No, it's either I do it or I don't do it. So if you put me there, then I'm going to go all out you don't stop me. If you want to stop me, then I'm out. I'm not going to do that. That's one thing.
We love your passion.
Yeah. And another thing that I think everyone should think when they're doing things, think of being selfish selflessness. Okay. So selfish selflessness means like do it because you want things to happen. That's the selfish thought. Like now for me, I want to see the sport grow. That is the selfishness that I'm thinking. Okay. I want to make it. Selflessness comes how? By me thinking like this, so many people are benefiting out of it. So that's the selflessness part. So I'm not going there thinking like I want a lot of people to benefit. I actually never think of that. I'm thinking like I want to make these sports good. I want to push it. So that's my selfishness. And with that, the other people benefit because the part I'm going, it opens up things for others. So this, if everyone can think this way, I think you'll see a lot of wonders happening. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, it's a really, really long one, but it's awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Ravi.
Yeah,
we
thanks.
really appreciate, and we literally, I think dia macam I tak tahu suddenly poop dah habis this lot of time. I think sometimes maybe the listeners can like, uish lamanya. Tak perasan. But then everything you shared, it's a good conversation. Yeah. We from Better Call Sukan, we really hope that your sports is growing.
Thank
Everyone,
you.
thank you so much for listening, for watching. Do follow Malaysia Finswimming
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, My Finswim. Just look for My Finswim.
My Finswim.
Yep.
Thank you so much, everybody. Do follow Better Call Sukan also on all social media platforms as well. Thank you again, Mr. Ravi.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
everybody. My name is Arief Daniel,
My name is Khal.
And I'm Ravi.
and we will see you soon. Bye bye.
Audio Plus.